You know, today's 413, so of course, as long-time Homestuck trash, I've got to do a Homestuck thing before the day is officially over. And this is about the best thing I could find. Is it Fargo Fiction's Spurb Session Simulator? It's basically just, you know, generates a Spurb session and simulate its likely outcome. Starting with session 159144658. The game has been initiated. I'll prepare for the arrival of Seer of Hope, Age of Mind, Maid of Void, Bard of Space, Sylph of Time, Name It, and Thief of Blood. The Jack North seem to be especially anticipating them. Which, fun fact, Seer of Hope, that was my class pact. So, Seer of Hope opens the game first. They managed to prototype their kernel sprite with a lizard pre-entry. They have many interests including unicorns and undead. The chat handle is Sylphic Harpy, and they wield grenade kind. It's metal, and it's explosive, and it's a grenade. They are definitely the leader. They appear to be destined for greatness and have all the luck. All of it. They are enthused about the land of hope and burrows. Knows that they are auspicicism with the Sylph of Time, they are and the Mage of Mind, because that's how that quadrant works. The Black Queen's ring of Orb Sixfold grows stronger with the prototyping the lizard. The Black King's scepter grows stronger from prototyping the lizard. The Sylphic Harpy began pestering Machiavellian and Verbalist. Hey, I'm finally in the medium. About time, tell me what you did. I prototyped my kernel sprite with a lizard. That doesn't sound radical. I'm really not sure what it is, but it is with those spurb and reptiles and amphibians. Is your land at least okay? There's this giant sign that says it's a land of hope and burrows. Do you think that means magic is a real thing? What is it like? You get used to smelling nature. Really? That's amazing. The Jack Noir is sharpening Occam's razor. Queen, with her ring of orb sixfold, would take on the attributes of each prototyping. She would become part lizard. She would even stand eventually being prototyped as demon and puppet and metal beast and crocodile and frog. Though a queen is a vain creature, she is also sworn to her duty. She would be braced for the heavy load of augmentation ahead. However, there was one corruption to her figure she could not let abide. Her vanity would not allow it. He could not stand bearing the visage of the most loathsome creature known to exist, the lizard. She removed the ring and concealed it in the royal vault. She then retired to her private chamber, from which he could dispatch orders, none the wiser for disadvantage, or so she thought. Hey, clubs of symbol, sub-club symbol. So Spurs was just code. That means we could hack it, right? Tell me more. You're not getting into any trouble, are you? I've heard others say the same. Have you tried talking to your enemy? Yeah, I tried to shank them. Maid of Mind enters the game second. They managed to prototype their kernel sprite with a demon pre-entry. They have many interests including puppets and cartography. Their chat handle is Mercurial Mime, and they wield book kind. It's blunt, and it's paper, and it's a book. They appear to be destined for greatness. They ogle at the land of justice and buildings. They are inauspicialism with the self of time and the seer of hope. They are ambivalent with the thief of blood. The Black King's scepter grows no stronger from prototyping the demon. Hello, I'm finally in. And what did you put in your sprite? Prototyped my kernel sprite with a demon. What do you think that did? I have just all the regrets. What's it like? My brain is breaking trying to figure out how any of this is even working. Yeah, those sure are the questions we need to focus on right now. Oh god, I can't get the sound of beeping out of my head. Holy shit, talk about out of bad break. Hello, no club symbol. Hey, club symbol, progress? Hello, hell no, the bastard tried to shake me. Okay, and the consorts have an oral history and even ruins when they started existing once we entered the medium. Smiles? I'm not getting into trouble, are you? I mean, I have tons of trouble. I'm literally sitting in a puddle of that plebeian's blood right now. I think I might tone down the music a little. Yeah, I'd say it's probably good. It is. Just on my actual audio setup, it's a little loud. Maideners came third. They are so sturdy. They managed to prototype their kernel sprite with a puppet pre-entry. They have many interests, including mathematics and humor. Their chat handle is a Machiavellian and herbalist. I keep wanting to call them Machiavellian herbalist, but that's a V. The real lance kind. It's wood and it's piercing and it's a lance. They stare blankly at the land of shadows and chemicals. They are enemies with the Seer of Hope. They're totally in love with the Thief of Blood. Black King's scepter grows stronger with her from prototyping the puppet. Yo, I made it in. And fucking finally, where are you? What did you do? The glowy thing dodged as the thing. I threw at it except for a puppet. Huh, cool. Well, what did that do? It was a fucking bad idea. How's land? It is so weird. Where even are we compared to our solar system? And there's no sun. There's no sun. And how does this work? It's a magic fucking video game. It works through magic. Like, I meant more, what is your land like? Holy shit, I love the laughing in nature I'm hearing. Really? That's amazing. You can also have a whole bunch of stats. It's mostly just so you can, like, gauge what's going on within the system of the of the whole, like, simulation. So, like, luck and alchemy prowess and spurb lore. Card-based keepers knows the Jack Noir is playing a heist and practicing his stabs. There are details. changing Jack or SS experience from 0 to 13. So basically, Jack Nor is also over on Durskang stronger. Christmas, this is part where their alchemy happens. Zero Sulfate Harpy carefully punches all holes from Wizardy Herbert and Zombie Mask into one card to get Magical Blunt and Rotting Plastic Wizardy Herbert. It's mystical and it's gross and it's flesh. After all that ridiculousness, they also managed to upgrade the specs of this. Zero Synthetic Harpy, he uses it as an alchemy to combine it and grenade and magical blunt rotting and plastic wizardy Herbert to get magical bludgeoning and unpleasant Colossus C4 grenade. It's muscle and it's dull and it's a grenade. Is rank 1.9 in spite of being colossal and C4 or made out of C4, apparently. One of the sort of quirks of this is that the names get kind of complicated because one of the most straightforward things the simulator has to do at this point is to just pile on the adjectives. That's why you get stuff like magical bludgeoning and unpleasant Colossus C4 grenade and magical blunt rotting plastic wizardy Herbert. Now, there's also a quest like Lojab, which is Land of Justice and Buildings. Solve the Equation, Part 1. The Mage Mind is in the Land of Justice and Buildings. I'm just gonna shorten it to MM. MM feels right at home with how energizing it feels here. Here, MM finds a mysterious equation then scrolled onto a wall. What could it mean? Losat, I can make the cure. Here, Part 1. I made a void. I'm just gonna shorten everyone to like the shorthand for at least everyone we've been introduced to so far, to the shorthand of their handle, which also correlates to their class aspect. MV is in the land of shadows and chemicals. While the intriguing smell of nature wafts gently in the air, too many local chameleon have fallen ill from a mysterious plague. Those inflicted are too weak to even bled. It is up to the native to figure out how to cure the disease here. They were provided with a state-of-the-art lab and a team of not completely terrible chameleons. SH is in the land of hope and burrows. This is Lohab Save the Beautiful Consort, Part 1. SH breathes deeply to appreciate the smell of zoo animals. SH learns of a beautiful dragon and has been kidnapped by the vile denizen and Barakiel. Oh, minion? Ah, it's a minion of Barakiel. There was a hefty reward should a brave hero rescue them. The Burrow Space Arrows was a game fourth. They managed to prototype their kernel sprite with a male beast. These pre-entry, they have many interests, including programming and track and field. The chat handle is Battery Spaceman, the real needle kind, and it's pointed, and it's metal, and it's a needle. Well, do you not even understand it? And the land of frogs and gears, they are totally in love with the mage mind. The Black King Scepter grows stronger from prototyping the Meow Beast. Very Spaceman and BS. This began began pestering Mercurial 9 MM. What's up? I'm finally in Tim Medium. What did you put in your sprite? Take glowy thing and dodge everything I threw at it except for a Meow Beast. That doesn't sound agreeable. Dunno. Is your land at least okay? You need some random robot that says to land and frogs and gears. What's it like? I could get used to smelling spices and fresh baked bread. Wow, I'm jealous. The Jack Noir is actually being a pretty good bureaucrat. And then began pestering ST. Hello, club symbol. Hello, club symbol. I saw a mud crab the other day. Terrible creatures. You're not getting into any trouble, are you? No, I'm behaving. So I think I've made some progress with the other guy. They just have to agree to stop fucking with them. Hell no, that Heavian deserves it. I'll have Here's a Beautiful Concert Part 2. SH is in the land of hope and burrows. The smell of nature and zoo animals reminds the hope of their childhood. Somehow, SH journeys to the castle of the Barachial Minion, and only to discover that their way is barred by a giant iron lock. Only the correctly shaped idol can open it. Looks like it's time to go questing. Here of hope. Evidently, you've been improving their skills except for the spurb lore. She also have AI, I think that's got to do with their, like, aspect abilities. Seer 1, Seer 2, Hope Rides Alone, The Stand, Breaking Out, Intermission. Land of the Unfortunate Initials. Those I'm not going to repeat. The Produce the Goods Part 1. Part of space isn't in the land and the frogs and gears. There's a BS is deeply to appreciate the smell of oil and fresh baked bread. Nice quote from Abraxas. His Gastrotusal. Not really sure what the context for that is right now, other than, him being a denizen. Anyway, BS learns that all the local robots have a severe shortage of gears and cogs. It is up to BS to get the assembly lines up and running again. Losat can make the cure part 2. Though Envy is in the land of shadows and chemicals, Envy feels right at home with how calm it feels here. Envy he has gotten far too little sleep. Suddenly they realize the one thing they've been missing. Void. It all makes sense now. The Sylph of Time enters the game 5th. They manage to prototype their Colonel Sprite with a crocodile pre-entry. Oh, interesting that there's 12 powers mentioned in that quote. They have many interests, including in knitting and coding. And their chat handle is Stylish Tailor. They wield pistol kind. It's loaded and it's metal. Oh, and it's a pistol. Oh, they appear to be destined for greatness. They have all the luck, all of it. They're confused by the land of geysers and circuits. Their auspicitism with the Seer of Hope and the Mage of Mind. The Black King's scepter grows stronger from prototyping the crocodile. Sup, I'm in. Fucking finally, where are you? What did you do? Would you believe that I did not mean for a crocodile to fall into the seizure thingy? Huh, cool, what did that do? I'm really not sure what it is with suburban reptiles and amphibians. How's the land? And some random turtle said it was a land of geysers and circuits. Huh, what does that even mean? Wow, it feels so calm. Really? That's amazing. Carpace Capers. Jack Norris is playing a heist and practicing his stabs. He's doubled in experience. The Sylph of Time is spending a really long time with the alchemist. What's going on? Huh? Is that a robot of a ST? That seems like it will come in handy. Way more useful than the original. Well, strange dreams. No Durst bullshit. BS is dreaming. It feels dangerous. The Black Queen is just 3 salamanders in a row. The Black King, he likes reading fanfiction. Then BS is keeping their lying attribute sharp. Lohab, but seems a beautiful concert part 3. The Seer of Hope is in the land of hope and burrows. SH finally he finds a correctly shaped idol. Well, the gate swings open and the brachial Helmania is swiftly defeated. I wonder if the gate gave the brachial mania stats. Nope. The beautiful dragon and delivers a reward to the brave SH. It's convenient that they had it with them when they were kidnapped, huh? But SH believes that he was really hard on their friends, and as a doomed mate of Void's brain ghost, they were surprised but happy when it turns out that the version of them in their head can help them out in strifes. So we've got a brain ghost dark situation now. Coming from the person with dark hair. See, their hope those houses has been built up enough to let them start visiting other lanes. We'll get Egg Fix Machine Part 1. ST is in the land of geysers and circuits. There's a faint hint of oil lingering in the air. The doomed robo-self of time is helping in way more than an organic would be able to. The self of time appears to be feeling more helpful after being around it, and the doomed robo-self of time. And the doomed robo-self appears to be feeling more helpful after being around ST. ST, he learns from their tools about the great paradox machine. Paradox engine? Like, hold on a moment.
I admit that in the past I've been too kind, but I think it's time I'd better make a switch. So finally nowadays I've concocted better ways.
Like,
You could even deign to call me Batter Witch. Oh yes.
like this thing?
No way to fix things. It's a talent
Anyway.
I always have possessed. All my minions, it is time to put an end to all the crimes of the rebels causing all of this unrest.
Which used to keep the turtles safe before its purpose has destroyed it. Looks like make the cure part 3. MV is in the land of shadows and chemicals with also loud black that a local chameleon falls over comically. Adorable. Well, each chameleon lines up to receive their void injection. The sound of joyful blep fills the air. The plague is defeated. And MV has a statue made of them in the town center. MV attracts the attention of a yard doctor. They decide to maybe like to cut out of MV's jib and decide to agree to tag along. They now have a companion of some sort. MV's house has been built up enough to let them start visiting other lanes. And the Rojab solved the equation. MVMM is in the land of justice and buildings. Local dragons begin flipping the fuck out. Do they ever stop roaring? There's a flurry of motion. The mage of mind and shouts out in triumph. That's what that variable means. The equation on the wall is one step closer to being solved. The Thief of Blood enters Game 6. They managed to prototype their kernel sprite with a frog pre-entry. They have many interests, including jokes and fine art. The chat handle is talkative business. It is a real knife kind. It's keen and it's metal and it's a knife. If they appear to be destined for greatness, they boggle vacantly at the land of veins and fancy shit. The Black King's scepter grows stronger from prototyping the frog. Sup, I finally made it in. Fucking finally, where are you? What did you do? The glowy thingy dodged everything I threw at it except for a frog. That doesn't sound agreeable. I'm really not sure what it is with urban reptiles and amphibians. And is your land at least okay? Some random lizard said it was a land of veins and fancy shit. Holy shit, what does that even mean? It's weird. It smells like deceit. It's random. Jack Noir is playing a heist and practicing his stabs. She's got negative 1,000 sanity, and it's decreasing. He's also got experience 39 now. Christmas, his thief of blood talkative business overlaps of punch cards for the fatherly gents in his shaving almanac and wise guy book. So they've got John Egbert's inventory apparently. From across multiple points, ancient canon. Actually, I think I don't know when John got the shaving almanac off the top of my head, but I know the wise guy book was rather early on. To get the dry the fatherly gent and shaving almanac. I think a better name for it would be the dry gents shaving almanac, because that just dry the fatherly gent. And it just doesn't work very well. It's kind of a book, but it's also sort of tasteful. It's paper. After all that ridiculous, they also managed to upgrade their specialist. The Thief of Blood uses alchemy to combine a knife and the dry gents and shaving almanac to get dry honed flail knife. It's honed and it's metal and it's a knife. It is at rank 1.3. Thief of Blood updates their shipping grid. They like the conciliatory ships best and default to those which will fall not yet in a quadrant. They've got Zero Hope Club, Self Time, Zero Hope Friendly to New Club, Made of Void, Zero Hope Club Mage of Mind. Mage of Mind, friendly to New Diamonds, part of Space, Mage of Mind, and Club Self of Time, and Made of Void, Diamonds to Unfriendly, Thief of Blood. Shenanigans. The Made of Void is doing something. It's hard to see. It's kind of hard to see. The Dirt Sides sure seem to be mad at them though, because one of the things that Void players do is they do things where you can't see them because Void is all about the unseen. There's a wacky yet inevitable in hindsight coincidences. The SH finds himself in the veil of meteors surrounding the medium. A button is pushed, and suddenly there are little tiny baby versions of SH, MM, MV, EBS, ST, and TB. Plus, there's a bunch of superfluous extra babies. What is even going on here? MM began pestering ST. Hello, club. Sup, club. So behaving. You're not getting into trouble, are you? Oh yeah, tons of trouble. I'm literally sitting in a puddle of that Vivian's blood right now. You're here to are menace to yourselves and each other. Desist, or I will assist you in desisting. Oh god, please don't hurt me. Please just don't hurt me. The Land of Frogs and Gears. Here's Produce the Goods, Part 2. BS isn't in the land of Frogs and Gears. There's a local robot begin and flipping the fuck out. Do they ever stop beeping? Dang it. Fur Space Barry Spaceman is running around and fixing all the broken down equipment. This sure is tiring. Dang it. The persevering entertainer needs to update their magic license. They end up having to visit Jack Moore for bureaucratic reasons. This is not part of produce the goods at all. This is a thing happening on Earth. This is immediately hands them a Regisword. They make it a policy to hand out Regiswords to just about anyone who enters their office. The persevering entertainer is instructed to not bother coming back without a ring or scepter. Oh, I guess the yard doctor is a denizen. Well, not a denizen, like Dursite. Actually, nah, I'd say they're a Prospedian, but still, they're a carapace. Here's a nice list of different carapaces that are around, like Deep Philosopher and Jazz Savant and Jazz Savant and a Bug Inquirer and Ace Detective. The yard doctor hands a void a couple of buff boxes they can use to buff their stats. Oh, so it's a power up, I guess. The void catalogs a new item, buff box, buff box, buff box. I guess this is the doctor himself. This little Prospedian in a fedora. Shenanigans side quest. SH is doing a side quest that requires they provide the quest giver with some knowledge. SH goes out of the way to acquire this knowledge from tomes of ancient lore, only to reveal that it's the most trivial piece of information anyone could ever ask for. Whatever, at least SH feels better equipped to learn and teach in the future. Changing mobility from very little to none, to beyond none at all. But gaining some sanity and a pluck token, whatever that is. As he began and pestering Sup club? Hello club. Knock knock. Yeah? You two are menace to yourselves and each other. Desist or we'll assist you in desisting. Oh god, please just don't hurt me. You remind me to make a cake later on, okay? Cool. I guess that's part of, I guess they're doing a time loop thing or something. Either that or they just have an appointment to make a cake for some reason. I like how the exact same quote has happened twice. You two are menace to yourselves and each other. Desist or I will assist you in desisting. So I guess MM is the top portion of the club in this relationship. Rismus is a ST uses alchemy to combine wrench and yarn ball to make it bludgeoning pretty measure That's wrench. There's a cloth, but somehow also a wrench and maybe also metal? Well, after all that ridiculousness, they also upgrade either specialists. SD overlaps the punch cards for pistol and bludgeoning pretty mesh wrench to get bludgeoning beautiful mesh long range pistol. Its cloth and its dull and it's a pistol is at rank 1.5. The Thief of Blood should probably be flipping the fuck out about how they seem to be going shit hive maggots for no goddamn reason, and being completely useless. But somehow the thought of the Seer of Hope, the Seer of Hope is still alive, fills him with determination instead. It's a neat hope ability that is included in the simulation. That just by being alive, hope players can keep other people from freaking out. Logak had fixed the machine in part 2. So ST is in the land of bezels and circuits. The air is filled with the sound of ticking, and the doomed robo-self is helping way more than an organic should be able to. Self-time appears to be feeling more helpful. Yeah, we've seen this before. Or pretty much. SD searches for the trousers needed to fix a paradox machine, finding them scattered in dungeons around the land. So ST is on a pants quest. Losat, I could go to nowhere. Here, part 1. MT, he is in the land shadows and chemicals. The joyful sound of nature fills the air. YD, he is helping where they can. And MV, he has wandered around for hours and has found nothing new to do. There's no way this is the end of the land. And what is going on? And Produce the Goods Part 3. BS is in the land of frogs and gears. If you focus, you can hear faint croaking. BS is training the local robots to operate the manufacturing equipment. There's beeping and chaos everywhere. Lovafs defeat the army. The TB is in the lands of veins and fancy shit. The TB is reassured by how calm it feels. Mills TB, he learns of a massive underling army approaching in just a few days' time. The lizards are too scared to even bled. But TB has seen enough of family holiday comedies to know how to prepare for these invaders. There's a YD diagnosis some sick Carapacians. In doing so, he learns a little bit more about the way bodies work and how to patch them up. He now has experience to a total of 13. Hey club, sup club. So with all the weird game powers, I'm starting to suspect that magic is a real thing. I saw Mudcrab the other day. Terrible creatures. Our ministers. You two are minister yourselves and each other. Desist or I will assist you in desisting. Fine, whatever. He's not but ST isn't at the top of the club, though. That's MM's line. Hello, club. Hey, club. So, behaving? Uh-huh. So, behaving? You don't say. Hey, so behaving? Shit, hey, shit you, I do. that, that's not a phrase people say. There, there was a very specific obscenity that people usually use in that phrase, and it's not shit. Looks like go to Nerd Part 2. The made void is in the land of shadows and chemicals. If you focus, you can hear faint echoing. YD is helping where they can. Huh, what is this area of a wall? Well, that looks a little different. And like the shadows are heard falling right on it. MV, he leans and stumbles against it and stumbles into a weirdly hard to see area. Huh, MV, he wonders if maybe the rest of the quests are in places like this. Is it TB? He is in the lands of he is in the land of veins and fancy shit. In the distance, you can hear clanking. The underling army arrive. But a single hero minion. Are they all minions of the distance though? A hilarious sequence of events, carefully orchestrated by TB, results in the army slipping on banana peels, walking in glass, being set on fire, falling down a seemingly endless set of stairs, and ultimately fleeing the battlefield, nailed in confusion and shame. I would love to see that flash just for the inevitable Smash reference. Is with the stairs. Like, if this were actual like canon, then that flash would have been amazing. Produce the Goods Part 4. BS is in the land of frogs and gears. It feels energizing. It's pretty great actually. BS manages to get the factories working at peak efficiency. The gear and cog shortage is over. The robot's name of national holiday after BS is it you get jack shit ass. BS has gained supreme motif Horizon Perdindo. Though tier 1. I thought you got jack shit. He's getting a frame motif. BS's house has been built up enough to let them start visiting other lands. And Jack Noir is playing a heist and practicing his stabs. He's gone up to XP 52. YD he operates on the Made of Void. It's pretty relaxing to watch it, and MV feels alright after it's done. yeah, totally relaxing surgery. And also, I don't think you feel super alright when you've lost 26 health. Actually, even more than that. Begin private sanity. and mobility. He's doing something, it's hard to see. The consort seemed pretty happy though. Strange dreams they're just bullshit. BS, this is dreaming, and BS is getting tired of how creepy it feels. Slice, BS, his slices open a watermelon, and while a local old Dursite looks on in disgust. Anybody can slice with a knife, it takes real commitment to stab. But BS has a lot to learn. Lohab, Learn to Believe, Part 1. SH is in the land of hope and burrows. The small zoo animals, those reminds SH of their childhood. Somehow, the doomed maid of void's brain ghost is helping hang where they came. The Air of Hope appears to be getting even closer to the doomed maid of void's brain ghost. Doomed envy brain ghost appears to be getting even closer to SH. SH is just minding their own business when they see a wizened dragon walking sedately off a cliff. Before they can even panic, though, the wizened dragon is revealed to be walking sedately in midair. How did he do that? The SH calls out to the wizened dragon when pressed. She? Oh, guess gender fluid? Wizened dragon? Reveals that the key is to believe. Never waver, never lose faith, just believe. The seer hope begs to be taught the secrets of such strong belief. The wizened dragon agrees to mentor them. Nojab solved the equation, part 3. MM is in the land. We pretty much skipped that at this point. Local dragon shows up, wearing some bedsheet, aids in roaring up a storm. We're not sure where you want to know. MM has done it. Against all odds, they have solved the equation. The dragon runs up to them and gives them a frame motif as a prize for being so good at math. MM finds a roaring dragon swordsman. He adopted it as her child. MM's house has been built up enough to let them start visiting other lands. He attends a touching Christmas-themed celebration hosted by the lizards. Doesn't matter that it's not remotely Christmas, it's the thought that counts. And it's better than being home alone. This is what the reference. Then the TV finds a novelty microphone. It's a funny but somehow also thundering and actually maybe also hilarious. I like how it's a funny. His house has been built up enough to let them start visiting other lands. Oh, Carpriest capers. Jack Nord deploys light stabs towards Bar's space. It's just how he says hello. Well, BS took quite a beating from that. He diagnoses some sick Carpassians. In doing so, he learns a little bit more about the way bodies work and how to patch them up. He now has 26 experience. Hey, Club. Sup, Club? But I saw a mud crab the other day. Sure, I need to tell you your room sometime. Double nice. Hey, so if you're in a game now, and apparently always have been, and does that mean Spurb is like the Matrix? And the conversation just ends there. TV updates the shipping grid. No changes whatsoever. MM is doing something, and it's hard to see. You're definitely blaming MV somehow. Though their consorts seem pretty happy though. Yes, they should probably be flipping it. Hang the fuck out. About how tired they are, or of how creepy everything is, and being completely useless. But somehow the thought that SH is still alive fills them with determination instead. BS is doing something. It's kind of hard to see. You're definitely blaming MV somehow. Their consorts seem pretty happy though. Was that Go Nowhere Part 3? MV feels right at home with how calm it feels here, in the middle of literally nowhere. Doomed Puppet Sprite, it is the most unhelpful piece of shit in the world. Oh my god, just once, please shut up. Please just shut up. But holy fuck, that was the best dungeon of all time. MV, he sure feels bad for anyone who missed it. Just a twist at the end, man. So great. Jack Nor was playing a heist and practicing his stabs. Experience up from 52 to 65. YD is also gaining some experience, up to 39 from 26. Hello, club. But hey, club. So I think I've made some progress with the other guy. Hey, you just have to agree to stop fucking with them. I'll stop fucking with them when they stop being so easily fuckable. Well, wait, hell no. Oh, that's not what I meant. Yeah, I always hope the end of the world would have more zombies in it. Fascinating. So if we're in a game now we apparently always have been, does that mean Spurb is like the Matrix? Nice. MV is doing something, it's hard to see. The consorts seem pretty happy though. That's... What are MV's stats like at this point? Well, the last point, I mean, the game let us actually view that. They're getting decent Spurb lore, and also losing their free will apparently. No changes to the shipping grid. Sharing dreams do no prospect bullshit. SH is dreaming. The intriguing smell of no sweetness as wafts as gently in the air. 2 parts flour, one part good sweet butter. Or a bowl full of egg whites is brush onto the surface. Sugar to taste. Plenty of elbow grease. SH is learning to master the secret art of the holy pastries. Could that have something to do with the cake? The ST was talking about? Strange dreams you prospect bullshit. is dreaming. Local Prospanians are begin and flipping the fuck out. Do they ever stop murmuring? Attends a glorious dance party complete with masquerades, tea parties, and friendship. And the Prospanians admire MM's cheerful demeanor and willingness to invent new dance steps. BS is dreaming. Oh god, where is that whispering coming from? BS is keeping tabs on the lifeblood of Durst. The inquiring Patient is a very disreputable newspaper. It is so great for hearing the juicy gossip the Queen doesn't want you to hear. And at ours, gain more experience. YD operated on MV again. Once more decreased their health. But also increased sanity and mobility again. Are they like making their legs longer or something? Hello club. Sup club. How do you organize a space party? Or do you plan it? Oh. How do you organize a space party? You plan it. Interesting. How and do you think you do realize you're supposed to have a pause and also a question mark in that kind of joke? First I thought you plan it was just a wild insult. Do you think our edge will represent linear power growth or exponential? I saw Minecraft the other day. Terrible creatures. Movie is doing something it's hard to see. Everybody seems to be pretty happy with him though. Sage is dreaming. It's pretty great actually. Sage bets 50 boonies on the Red Frog after a nerve-wracking set of pops. It comes in first. MV is dreaming. With a loud murmur, where a local Prospanian falls over. Comically adorable. Well, MV flutters about aimlessly, simply enjoying the feeling of flying. MV is being pretty popular among Prospanians. A problem secretary. The sequel to Problem Sleuth, Problem Secretary, takes a liking to them and agrees to find them on their land. Lovavs Unplug the Rivers, Part 1. TB appears to be taking friendship and put from the doomed frog sprite and keeping it for himself. The land is a series of candy red lakes. A wise hazel lizard herself blood enough to explain these lakes actually used to be mighty rivers until Hera plugged them up with dams. Yet other lizards can't travel or trade with other villagers at all. The land has begun to stagnate. Light the Forge, Part 1. BS is in the land of frogs and gears. There is a local robot shows up wearing some bedsheets and beeping up a storm. You're not sure where you went to know. BS wonders why there are so many temples covered in frog iconography in this weird land. Jack Norhan now has 91 experience. YD, he operates on the Seer of Hope this time. Pretty relaxing to watch, and SH feels alright after it's done. Health decreased. Sanity increased, and mobility increased. Hey club, sub club. I'm pretty sure I could rig up an assembly line to get us alchemy products. Yeah? Progress? Interesting. So, behaving? Tell me more. Sup? But, hey, so they're like distractingly pretty, you know. Cool, what do you like about them? They're just so funny. You mean the person that butchered a joke earlier is funny? That's the one you consider to be funny. They said I'm perfect for you then. Thanks. BS no. Does it? Should probably be flipping the fuck out about how terrible the sound of whispering and being completely useless. Is it? But somehow the thought that SH is still alive fills him with determination instead. Low jab face and music. Nig part 1. Is that deceit you smell? The dragon swordsman and his roaring. It's somehow helpful. It isn't Mora has committed a staggering amount of crimes against the local old dragon population. The natural result of this is that karma itself is conspiring for their downfall. knows that justice is on their side. Like the Forge Part 2. BS no robots begin flipping the fuck out. Do they ever stop beeping? BS's server player deploys some weird equipment after fiddling around with it a bit. Then BS learns he can have frogs into it and make baby frogs. How cute! Jack Norhan now has 104 experience. YD now has 52 experience. PS employs some old-fashioned diplomacy towards ST. ST feels a little more friendly than they did before. Their relationships go from -13 to 52. It's literally problems with this problem secretary. Sup club? Hey club. The Zaverna game now and apparently always have been. Does that mean Spurv is like the Matrix? You don't say. Have you tried any of the breathing exercises I recommend? Fascinating. So behaving? And I've heard others say the same. TV should probably be me flipping the fuck out about how terrible the smell of blood is and being completely useless. But somehow the thought that SH is still alive fills him with determination instead. BS is dreaming. BS is relaxing at a dimly lit jazz club. The band is pretty good. Being nearby Dursai assured there's BS if they got nothing on some outfit called the Midnight Crew. Shame they aren't around right now. BS is being pretty popular among Dursites. A Miles effect. He takes a liking to them and needs to find them on their land. What does that name even mean? Miles effect? Misty is dreaming. If you focus, you can hear faint music. Mastering the holy art of holy pastries. KB is slicing watermelons with a knife while a local Dursite looks on in disgust. Him is in the land of justice and buildings. If you focus, you can hear her faint laughing. Doom Demon Sprite, he provides the amount of giggle snort Heidi talk to be just barely helpful. The Denizen Mora may feel safe. They've all sequestered away in their shitty snake lair, but they aren't. MM convinces a group of underlings that he's led by a Denizen, but a Mora minion that Mora is a huge jerk who shouldn't be in charge of them. It's easy because it's true. That's what happens when you're a huge jerk. Mars now has 117 in experience. And Heidi operates on the self-time. So, as usual, losing health but gaining mobility. PS is busy cracking criminal cases, just like any good private investigator. I thought you were a secretary, though. Envy is doing something. It's hard to see. Everybody seems pretty pissed at them, though. SH sends a glorious dance party. Same thing as what happened with MM earlier. MM stares into the clouds of sky of visions and swim in their head. Is this game more terrible than they thought? Mage of Mine is getting pretty popular among Prospedians. A nervous bra takes a liking to them and agrees to find them on their land. Envy, he is dreaming. Local Prospedian shows up wearing some bed sheets and murmuring up a storm. You're not sure you want to know. The vast croak will redeem us all. The vast croak is the purity of creation, untainted by the old universe. There's Envy, he isn't sure or they believe in the Church of the Frog's message, but the ceremony in itself is very soothing. Like the Forge Part 3. The Miles effect is helping where they can, and BS appears to be destroying space and everyone, and because that's what bards do. Their temple shows a huge snake monster, probably the denizen Lork. We're blocking away all the frogs. Lork is a dismissive asshole. Oh, but grease the light, hey the forge. Wow, how BS almost wishes they were, as if they were supposed to fight. Maybe BS gains the denizen, then Lork Sonata. As well as all that sweet wrist horde. Oh, and the nuclear reactor too. No big deal, just a little nuclear reactor. It's intelligent and it's infused and it's lightning. and Lovaps Unplugged the Rivers Part 2. TB discovered there's a correct sequence of hydraulic pump stick that activate to increase the river pressure enough to jettison away the blockage in a geyser of candy red. As the first river begins to flow, and the local wizards begin resuming trade activities. YD he diagnoses some Hamsteak Carpacians, and doing so, all of these are just bumping up their stats. The Miles effect is doing the things that a renegade would do, like spray painting walls and being intimidating for a few seconds. Then the area takes on a slight red tinge. The nervous trace a pickpocket as the white queen's ring of orbs fold. The crowned white queen, but they fail. They've abscond before they are caught. Hey club. Hello club. So if they're in the game now, apparently always have been. Does that mean Spurb is like the Matrix? Smiles? I always hope the end of the world would have more zombies in it. Whatever. Knock knock. Fascinating. Completely dismisses the knock knock joke. Which I mean, Eminem was probably gonna butcher that one too. MV began pestering TB. Make this quick, or sup? But, oh my god, I can't stand it. And Sylphic Harpy, they are dangerous, you know. They're okay. Why do you hate them so much? They're just so dorky. It's all there is to say on the matter. BS is setting up a bizarre set of events in order to make some side quest complete itself. And all said and done, and smoke clears, and there's some BS that emerges from the chaotic that was once a side quest. The reward is disappointingly meager. The bar space feels as though they are now better suited to invite destruction when it actually matters. So they've lost some sanity, and they gained free will and a pluck token. Then Jack Mar is playing a heist. He's practicing stabs. Another surgery. On the SH. Oh, YD is now getting some old-fashioned diplomacy. Hey club. Hello club. Have you tried the breathing exercise I recommended? Why not? Man, I always hope the end of the world would have more zombies in it. Have you ever tried talking to your enemy? Yeah, I tried to shank them. What's up, club? Hey, club. Remind me to alchemize some new clothes for you later. Heh. So behaving? I'd rather say the same. I saw Minecraft the other day. And that ST just goes silent and the conversation ends. TV's filled with too much determination to flip about how creepy everything is and how useless they are. Movie is doing something it's hard to see but makes it it makes her consorts pretty happy. A Northern magnet. What does a Northern mean? Ah. It's an adjective meaning related to frogs. Neat. BS uses their space powers and attempts to summon a frog. It works, but the frog is looking a little weird.
It's the sweet bro and a what Jeff show. Whoa! Okay, so
Probably, it would be best to avoid using this one in anything other than in regular alchemy. And judging by the musical timing, I'd say the way this frog is looking weird is it's a little artifacty, perhaps. BS no longer wants to pluck token. Capture Log's new item, frog. BS is dreaming here, so just slicing more watermelons. The local lizard in Low Apps Unplugged Rivers. News Part 3. Local lizards begin flipping the fuck out. Do they ever stop blibbing? This is a thief of blood. As a thief of blood in a detective business goes about how it goes around unplugging each river in turn, they begin to notice that more and more debris among the candy red flow. Is Herrick conspiring to reclog the rivers? Minutes ago, but not many, in a slightly different timeline. He suddenly warps in from the future. They come with a dire warning of a doomed timeline. It's too complicated to explain, but everyone has already screwed up beyond repair. Just trust them. ST has sacrificed himself to change the timeline. Your session self of time is fine. Don't worry about it. But this one is now doomed. Least they can do for saving everyone is to time travel to where they can do the most good after doing something inscrutable. They vanish in a cloud of clocks and gears. There's a giant nod to float. These light stabs towards some Miles effect. Just how he says hello. So he injured Emmy pretty badly. Maybe he's getting operated on again. Getting more sanity and mobility at the cost of health again. Miles' effect is getting better diplomacy. Emmy, he tells the Black Queen that following social norms won't get them anywhere in life. That rules are made to be broken. For some reason, the Black Queen listens. Changing Black Queen relationships from 0 to -13. Because it's indifferent. But different than honestly, I'm not sure if that's it. I think this was added, but I think this whole line is completely new. SH is doing something that makes everybody happy, but can't see that. Hello, Club. Sup, Club? How can consorts have an oral history and even ruins when they only start existing once we enter the medium? Nice. Have you tried the breathing exercises I recommended? Okay. Have you tried talking to your enemy? Sure. Wow, that MM seems pretty disgruntled. Well, Envy is doing something, it's hard to see. Everybody seems pretty happy with them though. MM is doing the holy pastry thing. Then MV is being preached at. BS is visiting the Jazz Club. TB is dreaming. Is that deceit you smell? Letting a glorious dance party, complete with masquerades, backstabbing, and intrigue. Dorsites admire the thief of blood. Its deafness at avoiding stabs in time to music. TV is getting pretty popular among Dorsites. A bug inquirer takes a liking to them and agrees to find them on the land. Nor stabbing problem secretary. SC is getting operated on. And seeing a lot of this, or Bug Inquirer was distracted looking out at Skya. Steve, have you tried the breathing exercises I recommended? I said, indeed, I almost passed out, so thanks. Steve isn't flipping out. BS is doing something hard to see thanks to MV. Sage is getting preached at, but also befriending a persistent innovator. Logak Fix a Machine in Part 3. The doomed Robo Self is. Oh, yeah. So, ST finds the last trousers needed, finishes a boss fight, and slots it into the Paradox Machine, restoring it to its ancient glory. And then Ventress Carapace notices it is a momentous occasion. Then the ST attracts the attention of a silicon illuminator. They decide maybe like to cut the cut of ST's jib and agree to tag along. ST's house has been built up enough to let them start visiting other lands. Losak Go Nowhere Part 4. You're really having trouble following what's going on. And MV emerges from one of those glitchy areas you can't see into you obviously fight neither Disn't in Halaja. And what the fuck is even happening? Obviously fighting the Halaja. So, Oh no, what? YD? This is Halaja. 11,274 HP, 661 power. Targets the yard doctor. Her with their claws. Ouch, that's gonna leave a mark. Whitey is dead. Halaja takes stethoscope as a trophy. MV, he targets Halaja with a lance. Ouch, that's gonna leave a mark. TV, he targets Halaja with a dry. I honed it in for a knife. Ouch, that's gonna leave a mark. Okay, so this is MV stands on. PS targets Halaja with her Tommy gun. Ouch, it's gonna leave a mark. Bug Inquirer whaps Halaja with a butterfly net. Ouch, that's gonna leave a mark. Halaja uses Halaja's silence. It damages the Bug Inquirer. A yawning silence rings out. It is the null reality. He sings to keep the worlds on their dance. And Halaja is strengthened and healed. He is weakened and hurt, and that is all there is to say on the matter. B is dead. Halaja takes Butterfly Collection as a trophy. He tries to attack but manages not to hit anything too vital. Same with TB. PS is the one who actually deals decent damage this time. And with their Tommy gun. But Halaja is also feeling more sturdy, more healthy, and more lucky than normal. Targets problem secretary with her claws. Zack manages not to hit anything too vital. But PS is also dead. It takes Candy Corn and Diversity Mirror as a trophy. Fight continues. Isn't Halaja decides it needs a mater void, and it is being a little baby who poops too hard in their diapers and is in no way ready for this fight. It doesn't recommend they come back after they mature a bit. These asses this kicked so hard they are rejected from the fight and are healed, even if they had been dead. The instant draw. He lost. I mean, that's not how draws work, but okay. That's bad, you think? Clay is probably an asshole. I wonder what the consequences are of Mora being stuck hiding in the nursery snake lair while MM is running a propaganda campaign against them. Suddenly, Mora has run out of allies entirely. I guess. As TB died in that fight, or something. The Thief of Blood's corpse appears to be taking blood from the Self of Time and keeping it for himself. So, SD he appears to be feeling more helpful after being around the Thief of Blood's corpse. STE, as a member of the royalty of Prospect, administers a universal remedy for the unawakened Thief of Blood's corpse. The dream self takes over on Durst. Miles Effect is doing card-based things. And these are doing the same kind of conversations they usually have. Christmas. Maiden does envy overlaps of punch cards for Banana and Buff Box to get funny wood Gushers Banana. It's funny, but it's somehow also savory and also, and actually maybe also wood. The envy overlaps of punch cards for funny wood Gushers Banana and Buff Box to get funny wood Gushers Banana. It's a wood, but somehow also regenerating, and actually maybe also wood. Punch cards for funny wood gushers. Buff Box to get funny wood gushers Banana. It's wood and it's regenerating and it's funny. The Haven Void uses alchemy to combine funny wood Gushers Banana and History Book to get Pinata Fainman's Banana. It's kind of delicious but also sort of funny. It's paper. For all the ridiculousness, they also managed to upgrade the Specipus. Envy overlaps punch cards for Lance and Pinata Fainman's Banana to get Feynman's Plywood Pineapple Lance. Where the pineapple came from, who knows? Apparently when you do banana section, and by way of Buff Box, you get pineapples. It's sharp and it's encyclopedic and it's a lance. It is ranked 0.4. Elevate now has 52 experience. This is NB. He is trying to figure out the difference between a teddy bear and a knife. I graciously provide some spare lamps, light bulbs, and air conductors to her leader, the Self of Time. So SD now has a gas lamp device. That's what Silicon Illuminator looks like. Same kind of stuff with the conversations. BS is doing something that's angering the dirt side, but we can't see what it is. MM is dreaming. If you focus, you can hear faint music and disco, and then just sermon and stuff. MV, he is in the land and shows and chemicals. We breathe deeply. You need to appreciate the smell of nature. You're really having trouble following what's going on. And they're fighting again, and it's a draw again. Then Jack Norris practicing his stabs. Now has 143 in experience. Oh, thanks to Miles' effect, Jack Norris hates everyone even more. He was already at negative 1,000, now he's at negative 1,013. The persistent innovator gives giving an SH a lesson on how to really think out of the box. It's really all fun and games. So they gain free will and insanity. The Silicon Illuminator gains 13 in experience. What is it? Usual kind of conversation with those two. ST upgrades her syllabus by overlapping the punch cards of bludgeoning beautiful mesh long range pistol and gas lamp device to get dull, pretty, holographic mesh shooty pistol. Beautiful, and it's a wrench, and it's a pistol. Well, is it at rank 2? Yes, you're probably maybe flipping out, but the Zero Hope is alive, so. Maybe he's doing something, it's hard to see what's that music playing. Dang it. Pull the Strings of a Universe, Part 1. And Emmy is helping with a can. BS appears to be destroying space and everyone. Denison Lork has released the frogs from her balloon prisons. Then the balloons sink and land all over the land, and the newly freed frogs happily hop out. BS organizes a huge festival for all the robots themed around finding and collecting frogs. They sit back and allow events to transpire. Jack Norris decides to stab the Silicon Illuminator. The Black Queen's relationships go down even more. Thanks to Miles' effect. SH gets another lesson on how to think outside the box. ST gets another gas lamp device. Upgrades. Combines dull, pretty holographic mesh shooty pistol and gas lamp device to get dull, pretty holographic mesh shooty pistol. Well, it's shooty and it's a bit, and it's a wrench, and the pistol is rank 2. Of course, no matter how many times you make another, you combine, and your pistol with the same thing that you combined it with before and make the same thing, it will never live up to the Funny Wood Gushers banana. Because that is such a good name for an item. Funny Wood Gushers banana. Hello. So, Sylphic Harpy there. So, they're distractingly pretty, you know. Cool, what do you like about them? They're just so nice, and so nice. Huh, do you actually know anything about them? I'm getting there. Burst space, you should probably be flipping at right now. But SH is still alive. MV did something bad, I guess. MV's also getting proselytized at on Prospect. SD is flying around. And we'll get Fix the Clockwork Part 1. Silver time is in the land of geysers and circuits. Local turtles begin flipping. And was like, oh, do they ever stop clicking? SD is getting sick and tired of the constant grinding of their plan's clockwork mechanisms. After consulting some turtles, they set out to fix the trousers points and start causing the grinding. Yes, fix the trousers points. This is in the land of forks and gears. BS appears to be destroying supernova in everyone, whatever that means. BS presides over a festival competition where robot contestants try to breed the best frogs. SH isn't doing so well. Well, they meditate, they do everything they can to believe, but still, they fall when they step off a small ledge. Wisdom Dragon admonishes them with a gentle roar. Unless they can believe these 6 impossible things before breakfast, they will never make progress. So, let's go. You two are missed yourselves and each other. Desist our whole sister in desisting. So, all the time is in the land of geysers and circuits. SD learns about some of the trousers points that some of the trousers points don't actually exist in sync with the timeline. So they do a whole bunch of bullshit time shenanigans that you really shouldn't worry about. Trust them, it's okay. They totally didn't actually accidentally violate causality or anything. Carpet Heathkeepers. Miles Effect gets stabbed at, but doesn't get injured somehow. As age continues to gain more free will, and more sanity. Neither silicon illuminators or designing a blueprint. They gain more experience. The Mage of Mind, Mercurial Mind, seems to understand how this bullshit game works. They're reading an FAQ? I wonder where they found that. Is it by Bunker's testicle? What is this the current stock exchange for Minecraft Diamond? That's the current exchange of Minecraft Diamonds to Boon Dollars? $100 Boon Dollars for 1 diamond. How do you defend yourself from a player killer? Depends on the aspect, whether they're able to be talked down if they can. Just attempt to talk them down. If not, or the plan fails, go straight into killing, get over it, move on. Grab the pendant and steal their laptop. Then take over, her being the server player. So, I guess this is a bard of time writing this. Help, meteors are falling everywhere. Or how do I get into this game already? First off, dying from meteors is probably better than being in this game. If you really want to, get your server players place down the 3 buildings. A corkscrew, punch design exit, tone lathe, and alchemitter. So, you know, all the basic stuff. But absolutely no, just absolutely no. The less you know, the better. Why is a future me? He's screaming at me to not do something because you're an unrelenting dick. in seriousness, you have just experienced a doomed timeline. A doomed timeline is Gaia's version of a crash. And it's one of the main reasons that time is the worst aspect. Certain events such as including unclosed time loops can set off a doomed timeline. Once the timeline has been doomed, it and everyone in it is doomed. All caps. What's the most OP way to use time travel? Appears shit like this is to do. Travels to past. Supposedly a bard, what exactly does that mean? Everything's backwards, bro. You suck at what you're supposed to be perfect at, and you excel whatever you're supposed to be bad at. Stand proud, use those sticks and stones to build a castle or some shit. How to avoid future death? If you have a 100% certain prophecy of your death, do not panic. Spurf has many ways around death. Consult your Doom player if you have one. More advice. Ace will stick around on your life player. If neither of those work, you're totally sure you've seen your future self die. Bullshit it. Go back, forward, sideways, whatever. In time, do your best to set up a scenario in which that future you looks like you died without actually dying. Use your future knowledge. And yes, you too will be able to trick your past self into seeing your future self die. Can I cricket? Yes, you can. Same shit with like, you two are administer yourself, helping each other, just so starting will assist you in desisting. Envy is doing something, it's kind of hard to see. Watch that music playing. Shipping grid seems to have stayed more or less the same. Self-time is dreaming. Vision swimming in their head, is this game more terrible than I thought? Pull the Strings of the Universe Part 3. BS is in the land of fucking gears. So BS appears to be destroying room in everyone. And BS sets things up such that the final frog is always going to be right where it needed to be. BS, this breeds a final tadpole. Well, it is a tadpole for now. Once it is placed in the fertilized sky, it will become an entire universe frog. BS gains a freight motif spatial requiem of spiral. Well, Jack Moore stat. Oh, PI's dead now. Jack Moore takes Tootsie Roll and Imaginary Fort as a trophy. And the Miles effect tells the bar of space following social norms will get mirror in life, and that rules are made to be broken. For some reason, the bar of space listens. Wow, that's a big decrease in relationships. Even this is music. Like right now. Oh, it's Necadile with Neon. Yeah, no kind of illuminator graciously, but there's another gas lamp device. The Dream Thief of Blood is doing something he needs kind of to see. Definitely blaming Handmaid Void. Somehow everybody seems to be pretty pissed at him though. No, DS is dreaming. ST is dreaming. Strange dreams writhe in pain. TB, he is dreaming. You almost ignore all the whispering that fills the air. You can almost ignore all the whispering that fills the air. TB vows to never sleep again. Why do no players dream themselves? No dream of the furthest ring with the horror terrors. Low Jab have Face of Music Part 4. MM is in the land of justice and buildings. You can almost ignore all the beeping that fills the air. Karma is a bit edgy. The Denison Memoirs that has nowhere to run when MM comes for them. It's time to strife. And fight is over. Oh, what? The major MM targets Mora with their book. Just a regular book. Ouch, that's gonna leave a mark. Demon Sprite targets Mora with their claws. Mora is dead. So it took a hit from... Which I mean, Mora's only got 522 power, so... Pretty weak denizen. Very much outclassed by a Demon Sprite. There was nothing to there was nothing to loot. Justice is served. The MM gains the framework motif with Mora's fugue, as well as all that sweet restored. Oh, and an electric door too. It's energized means that somehow also metal and actually maybe also lightning. And MV ended up in a draw against it. More against Insulaya again. And the Seek Ring. Jack Moore wants the White Queen's Ring of Orbs, or the question mark fold. The Star of Strife for the crowned White Queen. Oh, Jack Jack North's just straight up dead. Jack North gets a white queen in with her jackknife after she's gonna leave a mark. White Queen's blade comes down on Jack North after it's gonna leave a mark. Jackknife, Queen's blade, and Jack North's dead. The crowned White Queen takes Occam's razor, horse hitcher, terrier fancy magazine, Scotty dogs, Tootsie Roll, and imaginary fort as a trophy. So I guess we don't have to worry about that in this session. So Miles Effect is doing renegade stuff. Nervous Brothers trying to figure out how the difference between a teddy bear and a knife. And the Silicon Illuminator designed something for the Dream Thief of Blood. It's a basic gas lamp invention that boosts power, sanity, and free will. It's a special gas lamp invention. I'll make this quick. Hey? You're the most infuriating plebeian around, you know that? Holy shit. And here I thought you were only sort of irritating. And sup, club? Hello, club. You're not getting into any trouble, are you? No, Mom. Have you tried the breathing exercise? Uh-huh. So I think you've made some progress with the other guy. Hey, you just have to agree to stop fucking with them. Well, stop fucking with them, and they stop being so easily fuckable. Wait, no, that's not what I meant. Not much change on the shipping grid. So I think things deteriorated between Zero Hope and Bird Space. So that's 1:05 in the morning, and I've still got a lot to go on this. Just looking at that scroll bar. Probably gonna mostly scroll through and point out anything interesting. I think at this point, I need to learn to believe part 3. SH is in the line of hope and burrows. The village of dragons has been destroyed and looted. Barakiel is quietly blamed by the survivors. The lair is unreachable by normal means, being across a vast gulf. Any bridges or ropes that cross the chasm are immediately destroyed by underlings. Those in Dragon cult also were Zero Hope in the hands of an idol. They didn't want to give the SH this idol, or it would make it believe far too easy, and it is more rewarding to do things the right way, but the need is too dire. The Wisdom Dragon let SH defeat the denizen and retrieve their belongings. Because SH is about to fight their denizen. CrossFit bullshit. MV is getting pretty popular among Prospedians. I'll make this quick, sup? You're just It's the smelliest bag of evidence. You know that? Holy shit. And that you realize that you were just compadrely. The nervous broad tries to pickpocket the white meat queen's ring, and it failed. He's doing something that's hard to see. Still no big changes on the shipping grid. MV is starting to seem a little strange. They sure do like talking about horror terrors. Uh-oh. This side sure seems mad at them though. SH idle in hand, SH marches forward across the empty air of the chasm. They challenged it into Dizen Baracchio combat, and they win for a fairly short fight. They learn Baracchio etude and get it. That sweet grist horde and an angel feather too. It's real and it's wizardy and it's legendary. Cereprobe also believes hard enough to manifest doomed Barter Space as brain ghost. I say it should need to attract the attention of a happy pediatrician. They decide they like the kind of investigate his jib and agree to tag along. Unplug the rivers. TV appears to be being chained from doomed Hug Sprite, maybe keeping it for himself. They fight Hera and win. And Hera lies slain by ATB's dry-honed flail knife. Wizards have a bustling trade-based economy once again. They learn Hera's ballad as well as get the grist horde and a banana phone. It's hilarious, but somehow also imbued and actually maybe also hilarious. So, holy pastry, he's was made of mine again. MV's being preached at again. Holy pastries. Finally, ST does some baking. They mentioned baking it, being reminded to bake a cake way back, like a while ago. Strange dreams, writhe in pain. TB is reliving embarrassing childhood memories for the amusement of the horror terrors. Sky, wander the battlefield. BS wanders the battlefield. The smell of smoke is so thick you can taste it. You can almost taste it. BS enters a Dursite battleship, punches the shit out of the captain, locks the door into the control room, routes the autopilot to crash into another ship, and flies out their window. The ships crash and explode. And BS walks away in slow motion without looking backwards. There's a SI is cosplaying various Gaslight fantasy outfits. Sage seems to understand how this bullshit game works. They are reading an FAQ. I wonder how they found that. No, I just kissed my dead comrade and they're like flying or something now. What happened? Standard kiss revival procedure. In layman's terms, her dream self has merged with the real self. The only real difference is that they can fly now. And also, one other thing, I'm not going to spoil that for you. Everybody gets one. It seems I have rolled maid. What should I do? Serve your aspect to others as the best butler ever. What's the point of this game? Well, that's rather simply. Yeah, that's rather simple actually. The point. Damn void players. Their requests so boring. I bet you're a maid. Maids get to do various things that serve their aspect, or up until they're high enough level to serve their aspect to their enemies on a silver plate of whoop-ass. Again, same thing. Can I just fetch a frog from a Doom timeline? Nah, you can't. It's doomed, so you have to undoom it, and that's completely impossible. The perfect frog would have to exist in a Doom timeline to begin with, which would never happen. Finally, you'd have to completely flub frog breeding in the alpha timeline anyways to even consider such a stupid plan, which you shouldn't do. Mind player is telling me to do something. You should probably listen. Mine seems to be a pretty acceptable. Knowing places the timeline can go, which means you can focus on doing timey shit instead of caring about decisions. Saying, how to avoid future death thing. Who wrote this? Morose Taylor. It's a Maid of Time. Or Mage of Time. Maybe is doing something, everybody seems pretty pissed at them. MM is dreaming. Getting pretty popular with the Roman Prospedians. And well, now here's something interesting. TB began pestering TB. So, sup? I've no. Oh yeah, how to say this, so I'm just going to do it. Huh? I like you romantically! Exclamation point! Wow, I feel the same way. Holy shit! TB just somehow became romantically. TB is just doing self-cess now. Where this other TB came from, I'm not even sure. TB is writhing in pain. In their dreams, they relive embarrassing childhood memories for the amusement of the horror terrors. BS has reached new Enchilada rung Rascal Sprat endured 66 boom bonds. Mass Effect acts like a renegade towards BS. BS in response completely loses it. We can only hope that doesn't cause any problems in the future. So they're saying he's out negative 369 in 68. he SI just boosted the power, sanity, and free will of the Black Queen, who now has free will and sanity. He Sup heart. The land of veins and fancy shit is like something out of a surreal painting. Your surroundings are not the only thing that's surreal. Well, my friend. The fact that you've managed to end up in a relationship with yourself is far more surreal. Do you ever go see that opera I told you about? Yeah, I saw it like 10 times. It rocked. Let me smash, please. No, we are done with this meme. I love you, but I am done. BS has taken an acrobatic fucking pirouette off the handle and into a giant pile of crazy. They engage murder mode while thinking of their enemy's self of time and seer of hope. And dream of blood, and dream thief of blood, and bard of space. They're their own enemy. Hey, beep you, beep, beep you. They laugh, and you don't understand. I need to make you understand. Beep it. You will be blood. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! You have to listen to me. Yeah, I didn't mean any of those things I said. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Envy is doing something. It's kind of hard to see. The consort seem pretty happy though. Low Jab Work with Exiles Part 1. Here's a strange voice in their head. It seems like a carapace years in the future, but not many. Needs their help making sure things happen how they already happened. Which, fuck, more time shit. Abjures the concept of helping entirely, but the voice just won't shut up. God damn it, fine, they'll help. Well, apparently SI has also completely lost it. As a result of Miles' effect. Happy Pediatrician forgot what they were doing for a bit. Take control. It'll murder mode BS. This is dead. Dream Theme of Blood takes wrench, barbells, nuclear reactor, and frog as a trophy. The TV cannot let this continue any further. Their BS is a threat to everyone. They corner them and have a brief bloody duel that ends in the death of the BS, which is pretty much how you expect to go things down. Pretty much how you expect things to go down between a bard and a thief in that exact situation. Everyone is a little bit safer. So, MV's naming, ST's dreaming, Howdy Kikaku. SH is in the land of hope and burrows. Doom Blizzard sprite provide it's a requisite amount of forgivable snort Heidi talk to be helpful. Well, to be fairly helpful, and the underling seems to go after it first. Bonus! A group of underlings is still making trouble even after the defeat of native Brachio. While SH begins planting rumors of a huge idol treasure in the center of a still active dungeon. Murder Mode Bar Space's corpses appears to be destroying in commitment to end everyone. Dream Thief's blood appears to be taking chain from the Murder Mode Bar Space's corpse and keeping it for himself. For themselves. The Dream Thief's blood, as a member of the royalty of Durst, administers the universal remedy to the unawakened and to the Murder Mode Space's corpse. The Dream Self takes over on Durst. MV seems to understand how this bullshit game works. They're reading an FAQ. I wonder where they found that. It's written by Wacky Biologist, a Witcher Ninja Blood. Why is the Rage player already God tier? I've only just entered the name. Giggle snort. How bullshit is everything? Extremely. Where's everything better than expected? Holy shit, I'm not just going to tell you, it's a mystery. What is breath? Spirituality is breath, motion is breath, freedom is breath, quest is breath. This is why the wind represents breath, as it is pure freedom and motion. Which, what do I do? Do I make potions and get burned at a stake or something? Which is what I like to call magical problem solvers. You'll get magic, then you'll get shit done. Help! I'm being swarmed by weird lizard things and knack. What is this thing? Knack. This thing is asking me to send knack. Send. You poor bro. Oh, I hope you get your computing device back if you do the. These are consorts there. They are the dumbest cocks NPC. You have to do stuff or to with. Then to complete your personal quest, they also set awesome items, so be sure to check them out once you've saved up enough boombox. I saw a painting of a bunch of dead kids somewhere on my land. What does this mean? Well, clearly it means that a bunch of kids are going to die in recession. Those breaks over a lot of the time in these paintings and engravings or statues, however they may appear or not, or intentionally vague. Sure, a bunch of kids are going to die in recession. Maybe they're not your players. Maybe some other players show up and all get slaughtered or by whatever. Is what lives beyond the session's boundaries just minutes before crossing it. So please do remember to analyze your properties carefully, or you could just ask a seer or a hero of doom. What is unreality? Should I mess with it? Reality is positive numbers and unreality is negative numbers. It's not nothing, it's less than nothing, so much of nothing, it becomes something. It's not generally recommended to seek unreality if you want to win the game, but if you do, hope that white players can join you in your quest. Oh, absolutely no. No, why should I care about playing if all my friends are dead? Frankly, depending on how far you got before this happened, and you don't have much chance at winning the game, one option is that you're in a doomed timeline. In that case, there isn't much as you can do. For some people, they'll try talking to their denizen if it's still alive. They can rarely provide you with an option that will help you out. Some other instance of you in another frame of existence, however, in the event that you're not in a doomed timeline, and that will help out some other instance of you in another frame of existence. However, in the event that you're not in a doomed timeline, well, sucks to be you. Better find something to occupy your time because you're likely to have a lot of it. It's not forever. Well, absolutely no, trust me, but you're going to need to find something to keep your mind busy. Be fast, as most people just do bike stunts. And help, I don't have any magic. Don't get your flashy magic eggs when you're radical and where you just focus on your self-actualization and community aspect and do quest and shit. For the love of Cthulhu, dude, don't kill anyone. And TB, he began pestering BS, so sup. I have no idea how to say this, but I'm just going to do it. It says nothing. I like you romantically. Well, I think you're most likely need to squirt anyone over, so beep off. I like how the guy with the unfortunate initials, both in his chum handle and his land, seems to refuse to swear. he ups for beep instead of actually saying a swear. Makes him far less intimidating when he's trying to kill people. Well, Dream Birth Spate, BS is dreaming, and they rise in agony. LJ work with exiles. And makes sure to exile a random ass carapace. They have no clue why, but the voice insisted. Alright then. We'll have the Kikaku. SH is as planned, the group of underlings moves into the still active dungeon, hoping to find the idle treasure. In a dramatic twist no one could possibly see coming, it turns out SH was the treasure all along. The underlings are soundly defeated and the land is safe. You get jack shit. The SH gains brave motif, Dream Blood Caloroso. No tier 2. SI's improve things. Didn't you already make your cake? ST? I'm gonna be right back because I need to get something to drink and I'm getting a little hoarse right now. Which I have been streaming for 2.5 hours now.
sure you're ready for this? On the spot, we're just saying. The game bro's here and he's out the games. All your other lame brainers bad feel ashamed. He can bend the rules, he's too cool for school, and he's got just a few cheat codes for you. There ain't nothing that'll ever hold this bad boy down. That hat that he's wearing's like his personal crown. He's got every game beat, his skills that sweet, but if you want his group, you gotta be elite. The game bro's here and he's out the games. All your other lame brainers bad feel ashamed. He can bend the rules, he's too cool for school, and he's got just a few cheat codes for you. There ain't nothing that'll ever hold this bad boy down. That hat that he's wearing's like his personal crown. He's got every game beat, his skills that sweet, but if you want his group, you gotta be elite. The game bro's here and he's out the games. All your other lame brainers stop. The games will never 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 stop. All right. Let's game bro! When you're out of corners, he's got your back. The games will never stop. The games will never stop. He never ever betray you, man, that's a fact. The games will
We're back and ready to continue. MV is doing something it's hard to see. They've angered the Dursites yet again. As H1 was battlefield, the local Dursites began flipping the fuck out. Did they ever stop muttering? See, they just explore scanning castles. Huh, there sure are a lot of bugs. ST has fixed all the Trousers points, except, oh god damn it. Hubris has started screwing up the Trousers points all over again. You can't take this line down, or standing up, or sitting down, or this metaphor got away from it. The Miles effect acts like a renegade towards the dream bar of space. The dream bar of space in response completely loses it. You can only hope this doesn't cause any problems in the future. Oh no. They already had the sanity of negative 4,367.62. Now it's negative 8,267.62. Or 63, whichever. If you want to round that up. Is improving their skills. H really wants something that the Nervous Broad has. The powerful wishes can come true, whatever it is that the Nervous Broad once had and now belongs to the Seer of Hope. Oh, but SH no longer wants to pluck a token. He wants to hate them, native 5 more, but they're just too apathetic about them. He free well from 2000 to 1740. They lost their paint stripper. Sup. I have no idea how to say this, but I'm just going to do it. Says nothing. I like you romantically. Shit, I'm sorry, I just don't feel that way about you. I was even brave and told you and everything. I don't know what to tell you. Ellipses. V is doing something. The consort seemed pretty happy though. Dream Bar of Space has taken an acrobatic fucking pirouette off the handle and into a giant pile of crazy. They engage murder mode, or think of other enemies. Self of time. Aim made of water. Oh, I didn't see her hope and Dream Thief of Blood and Dream Bar of Space. This is completely terrifying. Sup? You are going to respect me if I have to wear your severed head as a hat. Wow, I never knew you were lame enough to just snap. You don't know what I'm going through. I don't care what you're going through. You're the biggest dickhead in all of Paradox Space, and you're still better than this. Maybe you're right, maybe you're wrong, but I still can't stab, but I still can't stab. Miles Effect continues to be a renegade towards them, furthering their insanity to a total of negative 12 12,167. Rainbow Space is dead. There's nothing to loot. TB cannot let us continue any further. BS is a threat to everyone. They corner them and have a brief bloody duel that ends in the death of BS, which is pretty much how you expected things to go between a bard and a thief in that exact situation. Everyone is a little bit safer. So I'm pretty sure BS is just dead completely now. At least they got the frog and Hug ready. Before they died. Maybe is angered with those sides. And then it was flying around. ST is being preached at. SH he just the same cool guy doesn't look at the explosions this thing. MP should probably be flipping the fuck out of a dead player. There would be acid isn't being completely useless. But somehow I have a thought that the seal trope is still alive. It fills him with determination instead. Gonna scroll through, find anything interesting. MV has a draw against LA again. And then checks a few randomized objects into a Lowe's time capsule. Okay, they're finally done running around and doing inscrutable commands for a voice in their head. We get jack shit as wait, age of mind, and then finally, and then gains supremacy through control, question mark, no question mark, chant, tier 2. I think it's control, I think it's like mind plus void. Uh-oh. Miles' effect is acting like a renegade towards Silicon Illuminator. As he's saying he's quickly approaching BS just before death tier. There's a shipping grid. Not really a whole lot's changed. Engine, regardless of that. It ends in a draw. ST being defeated really grinds my gears, get it? Because the clockwork is gonna stay broken and anything annoying sounding until let's go. So Fiska Empress is defeated. Sage becomes a rascal sprat, gaining 69 boon bonds. The TB's reading an FAQ. Accomplishes this game 100%. And that is being a dirtbag. Deal with it. Without the night, you probably wouldn't have the frog reading done. And like one more players in the session are gaining gnosis. Yeah, some do some pretty wild stuff. They reach here's the 4th level of it. So time is screaming. Local those beings begin flipping the fuck out. Do they ever stop murmuring? It's 50 e-boonies on the red frog. MM wanders the battlefield, the local deer site. It shows up wearing some bed sheets and mowing up a storm. You're not sure you want to know. And mentally prepares for the upcoming final battle. And was getting pretty familiar with the battlefield. The happy pediatrician forgot what they were doing for a bit. has been trying to explain to anyone who will listen how this bullshit game works. They finally just wrote a goddamn FAQ, so they don't have to keep repeating themselves. I wonder what it says. Everything has gone horribly wrong and all my comrades are dying. Help. It's not a question, but okay, this is probably because you're in a doomed timeline. If you aren't the time player, I advise is making peace with your god. You're screwed by Skya. If you're the time player, this is this is probably all your fault. But don't give up hope. It's also your job to fix it. Just travel back in time and try to make sure other players don't screw up then. Of course, this may be the way the timeline is supposed to go, in which case traveling back in time will only screw yourself up worse. Those gee golly, a time sure is a shiest aspect. My denizen is yoga body? Congrats, you got the hardest possible denizen tier. It doesn't even relate to your aspect. Agreeable luck. Agreeable luck. Some fuckface showed up in a red suit with clearly fake gold on. He's not doing much, but he won't stop seeing some inane gibberish. Right? He getting raided, or is this somehow an actual fucking mechanic? Congrats, you've hooked up hard enough to summon a savior. These are session display these players, possibly since the game even came into Genesis, we just kinda hang out. They're sent out by the game when things go south enough to loop back into winnable, at which point they sing, slaughter, and skedaddle. Just let them do their thing and try not to think about it too much. Does luck affect free will? Ultimately, self-awareness is the ultimate determinant of reality. Just because certain bits of reality seem to fall one way or another doesn't make that not true. And I was freaking out but then it took some time to calm down and go back to playing the game. But I started freaking out again. Catch 22, Spurb Edition. How do you solve question marks, exclamation points, 1. The answer is insert giggle snort here. My co-players keep complaining about me being too agreeable in this game. Is it because I'm a mage? You're goddamn right. Yeah, what is the purple frog? The frog is the lotus of your session. It symbolizes your creation. The purple lotus represents openness to enlightenment. By seeking the purple frog, you are showing the enlightenment offered by the Horrors. It will likely try to kill you. Mine doesn't even seem like a cool aspect, like you get to do the thinky things and stuff. That's a little dull. It might seem boring for anybody, but it is an extremely useful role player to have in a session, especially if you're teamed with a time player. A mind player's job is to understand how choices affect things, and can quite easily take charge of making sure everyone follows the best path. What's the point of a mage? For a lot of conflicting headcanons, they suffer their aspect, they know their aspect, they have the power of their aspect, but not the control. Do what? Subpart? How's that one side quest going? Finally found the console the quest wants me to talk to. Did they ever tell you you were like a sunrise of death? I wish I was more like a high noon of flowers. What's your favorite drink? Lemonade? I mean, don't you already kinda know what your favorite drink is, considering it's you? Maybe he's doing something it's kind of hard to see. Everybody seems to be pretty happy with him, though. It is time. Name it, the crowned Black King feels the Navy, an inexorable pull of the Black King's scepter to slay whoever bears the White King's scepter. It is time for the crowned White King's inevitable defeat. The owner of the Black King's scepter, crowned Black King, 42,000 HP, 650, 520 power, versus the owner of the White King's scepter, crowned White King, being 23,200 HP, 520 power. Yep, White King is dead. Crowned Black King takes White King's scepter as a trophy. Crowned Black King is now the owner of the White King's scepter. As each is doing a side quest, they provide the quest giver with some knowledge that's the same side quest from before. Basically. They lose some mobility, but also gain more sanity and the objective pluck token. So, I have no idea how to say this. I'm just going to do it. Question mark. I like you romantically. I'm sorry, I just don't feel that way about you. I'm too busy being involved with myself. It was brave and they told you and everything. That's really impressive. I can't make myself like you back, you know. I know. As he tries to fight, neither dancing again, it fails. The current Black King fulfills his ancient purpose and calls up the meteors of the reckoning. The players do not have much time remaining to beat the game. They are to get the ultimate frog hug in the sky out before the meteors destroy it. Remember those baby versions of those of the players that those SH made? Yeah, that didn't end up being a thing that was true. It turns out that those babies ended up on meteors hanging straight to sky, and to defend itself, it's gotta totally teleport those babies back in time. And to Earth, we are all blown away by this thing revelation. Well, those babies were the players, really? Like a paradox? Huh. Sure Hope no longer wants to pluck token. And then they apparently stole a crystalline frog from a happy pediatrician who has negative 50% free will. The native mind is doing something it's kind of hard to see. They were definitely blaming the native void somehow. Now that their size doesn't seem to be happy at them though. Nope. Stupid. That's how that one side quest is going now. Before the players can reach the Black King, they are intercepted by the Black Queen. She may no longer have the ring of Orb Sixfold, but she is prepared. But she is dedicated to her duty and will fight the players to the bitter end. So during an intense fight, the Black Queen is dead. In fact, the Dragon Swordsman takes a Robo Teddy as a trophy. Fight is over, the players have won. It is time for the final opponent, the Black King. He's made especially terrifying with the addition of the demon. Fight is over, the players have won, but also an instance of the Self of Time and the two instances of the Self of Time effectively died. I mean, they were both doomed anyway. At least presumably that's a doomed version. And that died. Yep. If 5 players are alive, victory is not without its price. One player's hero is dead never to revive. There's time for mourning. And Viet has died. They've been put down like a rabid dog by the thief of blood. They are mourned by ATB. Luckily, the murder mode dream bar space's corpse collection enough for fighting duties. The Black Ring has already been destroyed in the forge, and the crown and Night Queen helpfully hands over her ring. Players chuck the 2 rings into the forge. In a dramatic moment, stoking it and preparing for the ultimate frog. Huh, there doesn't seem to be much grist to deploy to the battlefield. Frog looks a little sick or something, though. That probably won't matter, you're sure of it. If the frog is deployed and grows to massive proportions and lets out a breathtaking vast croak. The door to the universe is revealed as the leader reaches a disaster strikes. Apparently, the universe's sickness manifests as its version of Spur, but interfering with yours, you'll wait into the universe's barred, and you'll remain trapped in the medium. Game over, or is it? The MVP of the session was Dream Thief of Blood. The grist level 554. Thanks for playing. But things aren't over yet. The survivors managed to contact the players in the universe it created. The sick frog may have screwed them over, but the connection it provides to the child universe will equally prove to be their salvation. Time has no meaning between universes, and they are given ample time to plan an escape from their own game over. They will travel to the universe and register as players for session 78115674444. You're a little scared to ask them why they are bringing corpses with them. Something about shipping? That can't be right. Oh, that's why it's so long. And I'll prepare for the arrival of Heir of Time, Prince of Space, Thief of Breath, Mage of Hope, Seer of Hope, Mage of Mind, Maid of Void, Murder Mode, Dream Bar of Space's Corpse, Self of Time, and Dream of Thief of Blood. The Miles Effect and Jack Noir, those seem to be especially anticipating them. We'll tremble at the arrival of Grim Reaper. What? Excuse me, what? Big bad bullshit. Hey kid, wanna see a dead body? No? And don't scroll down. Grim Reaper has ollied into this session. He's got 4 into 13. This is an Easter egg? This is one of the saviors? the air of time in which it came first. They managed to prototype the crawl sprite with a stoner pre-entry. Mostly the same stuff. The air of time professors that would love to the page of space. In this page of space. Yeah, no, Prince of Space. It gets turned down. Also, given that is one thing after 2 a.m. and also it's a whole nother session. Like just see if I can't just save this for some other time. You know, just do a part 2. And make sure that server URL includes the second session. It is indeed.
Through fire, justice is served.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it here. It's getting late. Thanks for watching, I guess. Part 2 some point.